online crew, if you are somebody that worries way too much about what other people think, this video is for you. In this industry that we're in of, being online and social selling, one of the major things I find people have an issue with is holding themselves back for a variety of reasons. But one of those reasons is you worry way too much about what other people might think about what you post, or if you do a live video, or if you put some reels out there. So you second guess putting that content out there. You overthink it, so you just don't do it. So let's have a real talk about the opinions of others, because like I've even got people in my own team in my own business that will probably never reach their own potential unless they get out of their own way with this particular issue. Because I'm telling you, and I know this is strong, but no one really cares that much about what you're posting. No one is thinking about you and your content that much, because everyone is so self-absorbed with their own things that are going on in their own life. Have a think about it. You looking at somebody else's content, how long do you think about a piece of content that somebody put out there? Honestly, like you might see something and you look at it and you absorb it, you have an opinion or something like that, and then you go back to your ordinary day, you go back to your job, you go back to what you were doing, like you've already let it go. No one is thinking about your piece of content on an ongoing basis. So why would you stop yourself putting content out there and continuing to show up on the thought of what people, might think? And this might come across the wrong way, and this is no offense to anybody, but what's really highlighted for this recently is my health journey. Now, some of you will know I'm going through a challenging time. It is getting a little bit harder with the more chemo treatments that I'm having. I'm halfway through. I'm getting definitely more tired. I'm looking a little bit different. You can probably tell. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's just, I've got life going on for me with my health journey at the moment. Some of you will know what I'm going through. And initially when something like that happens, everybody reaches out and, they send you messages and, they care and whatever. And I know it's not that people don't continue to care, but people stop reaching out. They go back to their life. It's like, have you ever had somebody pass away in your life and everyone reaches out? Or maybe you've had an animal that's passed away. Like everybody reaches out in the beginning and everybody's really supportive. But there is a point in time that people just go back to their life. Like it's like if you've ever dealt with grief, it's not really when somebody passes away that's the bigger issue, because there's so much support at that time. It's usually about 3 or 4 months later when everyone's gone back to their normal lives, because that's what everyone does. So I'm not saying that people don't care and that people don't care about me and my health journey. That's why I don't want to create the wrong impression. But people stop reaching out because they just go back to their normal life. Everybody's consumed in their own world. They have their own issues, and there's nothing wrong with that. But everyone's got their own life. They might have a partner, a husband or a wife. They've got kids. They've got grandkids. You might have a dog. You might have a cat. You might have elderly parents. You might have a job. You've got a million things going on in your world. And that's you. And everyone else is the same. They've got a million things going on in their world, in their life. They are not worrying about what the hell it is that you've posted, that you're sitting there wondering, oh, what's everybody going to think if I post something about that? Am I making sense? The other thing to consider here, alongside the fact that no one's actually thinking about you that much for you to stop yourself posting things, or you're not doing a live video, or you're not doing reels, or you're not posting things because you're worried about what people think. So even aside from the fact that no one's actually thinking or caring that much about it for you to worry about it, to stop yourself doing it. The other thing is, if somebody did have a strong opinion about a piece of content that you put out there and judged you for it, that's got nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. If you put a piece of content out there, a post, a reel, a story, whatever, and somebody judged you for it, that's none of your business. It's got nothing to do with you and everything to do with them, because it's their world, their impression, their views, their insecurities, their judgment, what they think, the way they were brought up, that whatever's led them to that point in life. It's their world that leads them to the conclusion for that judgment. It's got nothing to do with you and who you are and why you show up doing what you're doing, what you sell, what business you're in. It's got nothing to do with you when somebody judges you. Some people will judge you because of things like jealousy, because they would never have the guts to do anything like you're doing. Or they did something like that before and they had a bad experience. So they think all things, all businesses of this nature are bad or whatever. Like, if somebody's judging you, they're narrow-minded. They're not worth listening to, okay? So for those two huge things, if you can get past them, and this is why I'm talking about it, if you can get past the fact that no one's actually really thinking about your content as much as you worry about what people think about, because everybody's absorbed in their own lives. Everyone's got their own issues. Like, they'll always go back to what is important to them. They're not thinking about you that much. And secondly, if somebody was to judge you, who cares? It's not your problem. It's got nothing to do with you and who you are and what you do as to what somebody else thinks of you and your piece of content, because it's their world, it's their life, it's their upbringing, it's their issues, it's their baggage that led them to that conclusion for that judgment. Who needs to hear this today? Some of you are not posting like you know you should be in your stories and freely showing up and talking about your business and your products and whatever, and sharing openly, because you are too worried about what people think of you. One, again, nobody cares that much. And two, if somebody judges you, it's their problem, their world. It's got nothing to do with you and why you're showing up, sharing what you're sharing, and the reasons that your business is important to you and the belief that you have in your products. So let those things go, get out of your own way and show up more and believe in what you do. The only thing you have to default to is be a human before a marketer when you share. And if you come from the right place and you believe in what you're doing and you believe in your products and your business opportunity and you come from the right place when you share, there shouldn't be any reason for anybody to judge you anyway. But when you show up on social media and dictate to people you should do this and you should do that, and you're really salesy and you're really annoying in how you share, you might get judged. But even if you do get judged, it's not your concern. And obviously the judgment lasts for 5 minutes because people go back to their own world and their own lives and they've even forgotten what they judged you for. People have the attention span of less than a goldfish, not even a goldfish, less than a goldfish, less than 6 seconds. I know because I get a lot of leads and I get people asking for the same information multiple times. So they asked me for information that they wanted and they've even forgotten that they've asked me for the information because they asked me for the information again and again and again. And I go back to message them and I've already messaged them 5 times about the information that they asked me for. That's what we're dealing with in social media. people look at something, they might go, oh, that looks interesting. I want some more information of that. And then they go back to their life. They've already forgotten who you are and what they asked for. So it just proves my point that no one is really thinking about you that much for you to worry about what somebody might be thinking about you. Because they might read your post, they might have a second of a judgment, which again is none of your business. And then they go back to their life and they've even forgotten what you posted about because they're back on their life with their kids and their grandkids and their money issues and their whatever issues that they've got. So why would you waste days, weeks, months, years not showing up to build your business, worried about what other people think? You are literally wasting time. What's it costing you? It's costing you time. It's costing you future earnings, money that you could be earning, but you're not posting enough because you're worried about too much of what people are thinking about you. So you're not getting results. You're not building your following. You're just delaying everything by sitting back and not getting out of your own way. Again, does anyone need to hear this today? And I know I'm coming off a bit strong, but I have so many people, even in my own team, that have got so much potential, but they're just not doing what they know they need to do, or no, they're not doing enough of it, or they're just not showing up enough because they worry too much about what they're overthinking everything. Or they take way too long to do one piece of content because they're worried about what they're saying and how they're saying it and how people are going to interpret it. No one really cares that much. You just need to find your tribe. And when you're passionate about what you do and you know the place that you're coming from and you are always a human before a marketer, there should be no reason anybody's judging you. So if you approach social media, if that's the way you want to build your business, by who can I help today? Who can I put a smile on their face today? What can I share today that might, be helpful to somebody? There should be no reason for anybody to judge you anyway. And sometimes you just need to post something motivational or inspirational or helpful or funny or engaging, and not about your products or your business. And I really want you to join me, not tomorrow, but the next day, because I'm going deeper in the types of content. So I've been trialing some different types of content over the last few weeks. This is obviously relevant to me and my journey and my health journey and going through chemo. And I'm not posting as much as I normally do because of what I'm going through at the moment, but I'm still getting really good results in my business. And I want to share with you something that I've just experienced in the last kind of 7 days or so that I've trialed with my content that's worked really well. So regarding the types of content, I'll go deeper in the next video. Just on this week as well, not tomorrow, but the next day before that live video, if you're in my coaching community, we've got the live Q&A Zoom calls, the June calls this week for all markets. So make sure you jump on those calls because that's your opportunity to ask me questions about your business. What's going on for you? What's not working for you? What do you need help with? What are you struggling with? Get on those Zoom calls and ask me those questions so I can help you directly. So coaching community members, don't miss those calls this week. And then after that, I'll be going live here at this time. Again, not tomorrow, but the next day to talk more about the content, the type of content. And it might surprise you that I've been posting in kind of the last 7 days or so. And I'm just trying to adapt and deal with the situation that I'm in with my health journey. And it is getting a little bit harder the more chemo treatments I have. And I have to think about, okay, how am I going to continue to show up as I potentially get more fatigued and, the chemo affects me a little bit harder. You know what I mean? So I'm sharing everything with you guys because I'm going through a lot, but I'm still showing up. I'm always a human before a marketer. I always come from a place of how can I help people rather than how do I get a customer or how do I get a team member. I don't come from that place. If you come from that place, people will be able to tell. Okay, so when you come from the right place, you know who you are, you know what you're doing, you know why you're doing it, you have belief in what you do, and you show up as a human before a marketer, and you stop worrying about what other people think, you can have great results. But it's all about what's going on up here first. It's not your products, it's not your company, it's not your business, it's not your upline. Don't ever blame your upline. It's your business. Get off your own butt and do the work. It's not the comp plan. I don't care how awesome your comp plan is. If somebody sends me messages and says, I'd really love you to do look at my business, the comp plan this, the comp plan that, and whatever. And it's like, I don't give a continental how awesome your comp plan is. I'm a human. You haven't even addressed me by my name or had a conversation with me. Like, if you just all in about product and business and you miss the human component, the human connection through your content or through your follow-up, you'll probably not do very well in this industry. But if you come from a place of being a human before a marketer, you believe in what you do, you're passionate about what you do, you come from that right place, and you have a high awareness of the fact that no one really cares what you posted about because everyone's caring about their own stuff. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll stop repeating myself. I just hope that this message gets through just to one of you to show up a little bit more and stop worrying what other people think, because you're wasting your time. You're wasting time, you're wasting your earning potential, you're wasting your potential to grow and build confidence. The further you go in your business, the more money you make, the more confidence you grow. You're delaying that. You'll never get the confidence that you want in your business if you keep holding yourself back. Own what you do and be proud of it. We know there are a lot of people that don't support this industry or have an opinion of this industry. One, have they ever been in the industry before themselves to judge that? Two, if they've been in the industry before and it didn't work, what was the circumstances around that? It doesn't mean that's going to be the same. Like, people need to be open-minded, but it's the way you approach people about this business. And unfortunately, we've got a lot of rogue people out there that still approach this business in a really spammy way, and it gives us all a bad name. It's unfortunate. But if you show up being you and being the most awesome version of you, believing in what you do, and you have passion around that, and you have conviction around that, and you're consistent with that, and you create good connections with people on social media and whoever you connect with, then you can build an amazing business. Just do you, but do it the right way. There is enough people on social media, on online, on all the platforms for every single one of you to build an amazing freaking business in this industry. But you got to show up and you got to be consistent. And if you're in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out of showing up for your business, particularly online on social media, if that's how you want to build, it won't work because people lose trust in you. If I can do it and still get results with one of the toughest years of my life with what I'm going through, and I don't do this full time, like, you can do it too. I just really want to encourage you to show up and back yourself and stop worrying what other people think. Go after your dreams and stop making your fears bigger than your dreams. Make your dreams bigger than your fears. Okay? I'll leave it there. Join me the day after tomorrow. Coaching community members, join me for the live Q&A Zoom calls so you can ask me questions about your business. What's going on for you? What are you struggling with? Let me talk to you about your business instead of listening to me about mine. And then my live video, like at this time, in 2 days' time, I want to share with you guys more like the different types of content that I've been playing with in the last week or so that's really worked well for me. Okay, so I hope to see you then. Bye.